Breakfast puppies?
This podcast contains adult language and content and is meant for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
You're listening to the Glitterbois.
Concluding our character creation walkthrough, we now are going to total up all those bonuses that we got from the last few steps and then wrap everything up, figuring out what this guy's got on his back when he heads out on his mission.
So when we first rolled these character, he was decent at a lot of things, but not amazing, above average. But his stats were, they were okay. He had a 15 IQ, which remains a 15 IQ. His mental endurance was 15. It remained it. His mental affinity, same. His physical strength was 13. His physical strength is now 22.
Woohoo! And that's what physical skills plus being a dog boy do for you.
So don't let your initial roll, if you want to play something, there's usually a way. Don't let your initial roll put you off anything unless you roll abysmally in something that you need. If you roll a 3, don't play the Rogue Scholar. It's just not going to work out. His physical prowess was a 14. It's now a 15. His physical endurance was a 10. It's now an 11. His physical beauty has stayed the same at an 11. His speed was a 9. And it is now 29.
Wait a second. Hold on. We might have done something wrong here. That PE should be higher. As a dog, he got a plus.
Excuse me. It's 12.
Got it. Okay.
It's just low light.
Oh, so it started at 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. He would have gotten that 1d4 as a dog boy, which I think you already counted as a 1. And I think one of his physical skills gave him a PE bonus. Or maybe. Now I'm questioning. I could have sworn PE had more things here because running.
You know what? We're let's leave this up to the comments. If we fucked up between the last one and this one, let us know.
All right. Yeah, sure. Please do.
If I fucked up in the comments, let me know.
Off the top of my head, I'm thinking it might need to be 14, but anyway, 12 versus 14, you still don't get any stat bonuses. You just get 2 extra hit points. But that's a pretty good speed from what he started with.
Oh my God. He can outrun Usain Bolt twice.
Well, let's go through the totals here that you have and look for anything that is a 16 or higher. And we're going to figure out what the final stat bonuses to your abilities are.
He has a physical strength of 22. What page are you on, NPC, so we can get the people along with us?
I'm turning to page 281 in the Rift's Ultimate Edition. This is the attribute bonus chart, and it also has the speed chart and all of the various calculations extend forward from here.
Okay. So, yes, physical strength of 22.
Okay, that's going to give him, looking at this table, a +7 to hand-to-hand damage. That's not bad. Now, special note,
not.
That is a +7 to SDC. You don't add that +7 to MDC hand-to-hand weapons. That's something we did wrong as teenagers. Yeah. Okay. Anything else above 16 or 16 or higher?
Yes, his speed. 29.
With a 29. Okay. Here's how speed works. So speed times 20 is how many yards you can run in 1 minute.
This is like a cartoon.
So speed times 5 is how many yards you can run in a melee round. So basically then that would mean speed times 15 is your feet per melee.
Yeah. And that melee is how many seconds in Rifts? 15?
15 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rifts then does this thing where they're like, divide your speed by your attacks per melee or something to determine like how many feet you can move in one action. I hate that rule. I really do. I've always been a fan of freeform movement because I like a more active thing where not everybody's just standing around waiting their turn to move kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, he can run at 20 miles an hour.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that works out here because it shows that the approximate MPH for a speed factor of 27 is 18.5. So, yeah, about 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And he's a dog boy, which means his physical endurance is higher. It's just naturally more aggressive than humans, and that he can maintain that speed even without forced march for much longer.
Yeah. So do you want to get into equipment or do you want to get into the save? We don't really have any of the saves because it's they start at 16.
Yeah, generally the only save that you would naturally need to write down is your base of 10 for saving versus psionics. All of the other saves are variable. The GM will have a list. I say to you prospective Rifts players that if you think I'm going to write down all the saves, I'm just going to save you a little bit of suffering and advise you to not do that. There's a lot of them.
Okay, so I guess that brings us to the equipment.
One last thing, though. Let's figure out carry weight and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. So we have lift, throw in pounds, carry, throw in feet.
Got it.
Leap, vertical, run. We just got the run.
Okay,
I'm just going to write 20 miles per hour.
Normally, it says that strong characters with a PS of 17 or higher can carry 20 times their physical strength in pounds. However, Doc Boy is a little bit special in that. Those with a PS of 17 or higher can carry 40 times their physical strength in pounds.
Oh, God. So what do we have? 40 times 22?
And they can lift twice as much as they can carry.
All right. Off the top of your head, are you a lightning calculator?
What was it? 22?
Yeah.
Okay, so 22 times 10 would be 210 times 2 would be 440. So
it's
then
880.
Yeah, 880 pounds is what he can carry. Jesus Christ. And he can lift twice that. Holy shit.
1760. Jesus fuck. How much can he throw?
Doesn't say anything about throwing. So
I suppose it would be like half of your carry.
It simply says a character cannot throw more than they can carry.
So 880 it is.
Yep.
And how far can he throw it? Throw feet is a thing?
Oh, God. Oh, that's built into the targeting skill, so we're not going to write all that down.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's it. I think we got the movement down. Yeah.
We have leap vertical, leap horizontal, swim.
Oh, dear God. Is that a thing that we have to write down?
I mean, it's on this sheet, but this is a third party, so.
Yeah, I think some characters get like special bonuses to that, like Borgs and Psystalkers and stuff. I don't think we need to write down leap vertical and leap horizontal. Yeah. Yeah, skip it. I don't see it. We're moving on.
It's bad enough he's running at us at 20 miles an hour without him leaping around.
Running at us with 20 miles an hour, carrying 880 pounds of explosives.
Somewhere, Abel needs to change his genes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the equipment that the dog boy gets. This is a military-based OCC. Mm-hmm. So there's two different types of equipment. You'll get your standard equipment. This is just stuff he has all the time. And then there's stuff that can be assigned. We're just going to write down initially the stuff he always has.
Yeah.
Which is a suit of light MDC armor, 30. Or heavy.
Heavy. Now, this is the Special Coalition dog pack armor. The reason this is important, because the Coalition generally has, there are exceptions to this, but two basic forms of armor. You've got the light riot dog pack armor, and you've got the heavier full environmental dead boy armor. Dog boys are never given environmental armor because, as it is, the CS just doesn't care about them as much as they do their actual human troops. Dog boys are trackers, and they are expendable at that. So they get the light dog boy armor, which doesn't cover all the areas, which means it has what's called an AR, an armor rating. If you roll higher than a certain number, you bypass the armor entirely. We're going to go with the... Oh, wait, it doesn't have an AR. Oh, I see. It's just not full environmental. Okay. Weird. I thought that was I guess I'm wrong.
What's the weight?
We're going with the 30 MDC light one, which weighs 8 pounds.
The cost is free.
It has 30 MDC to the main body, 10 to the arms, and 20 to the legs.
And is there a prowl penalty to it?
Full mobility, no prowl penalty.
Okay, that covers that. Okay, a uniform. A dress uniform.
Blah, blah, blah. Clothing. Who needs clothes? This is the apocalypse. We just need things that murder. Mm-hmm. I think you get some weapons, though.
Yeah, tinted goggles.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's skip ahead to the weapons and write those down, and then we'll talk about like the cool gear.
Okay. Let's see. You wanted the pair of vibro claws.
I'm a fan of vibro claws. Just gotta love them. So we're going to go with the... Yeah, we're going to go with the hooked forearm vibro blades. A pair of them. They are 2d6 MD. They give an additional +1 to parry, an additional +2 to disarm.
All right. Parry. +1 to parry, +2 to disarm.
And a +5% to climbing.
I'm sorry, that was to climb? And how much?
+5% bonus to climbing.
Our climbing started at 10, kids. It's now at 20. We got bonuses a couple different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, I think looks like he gets some guns, maybe?
Yeah, he gets a C-18 laser pistol.
Okay, the C-18 is... it's a standard issue. Yeah, there we go. The C-18 is the classic Coalition laser pistol, and if you're familiar with Chaos Earth, it's also in there under a different name. The C-18 is a 2d4 MD weapon, range of 800 feet.
Does it have any kind of burst differentials or anything like that?
Nope, just a single blast, 10 shots.
Okay. Then you have I'll write down 10 shots. You have a choice between a C-10 or a C-12 laser assault rifle.
I'm going to go with the C-12. I was initially thinking the C-10 because the C-10, because of its really awesome aimed shot bonus, makes for a good sniper weapon. However, didn't really build this guy as a sniper, you know?
Yeah, he's more of a close, fast, and shreddy with his claws kind of character.
Yeah, so we're going to go with the C-12. It doesn't have the cool-ass aim shot bonus. It only gets a +1 to strike on aimed shot. And, dear listener, any weapon that says +1 to strike on an aimed shot or such like that is an additional bonus that you get when you take the aimed shot action, which gives you a bonus already. So typically these are good. I know like a lot of Wilkes pistols have aim shot bonuses, kind of what makes them worth taking. This is a good one. +1 on an aim shot. That's great. Costs you an extra action to use, but you get a bonus.
What's the damage on that bad boy?
It has 3 firing modes, one at 66 SDC, and then 2 MDC firing modes, one at 2d6 and one at 4d6.
And the range?
The range is 2,000 feet. A standard payload is 20 blasts. Yeah. And 1 SDC shot equals, 6 SDC shots equal 1 blast. So the Eclipse lasts a lot longer if you're only using SDC energy attacks.
Okay. That's it for his standard weapons. He gets a telescopic sight and a night vision scope. Do those confer bonuses?
Let's double check. Medical equipment, communications equipment, optics for gun scopes.
What page, John?
We're starting on page 264 of the Rift's Ultimate Edition. So what was that? Telescopic sight and night vision scope. Okay, telescopic scope gives 10x magnification. Okay, that's pretty good. Doesn't give a bonus, though.
Okay.
The night vision scope, I'm guessing that would be the passive night vision. Yeah, sure. That's the closest thing I'm seeing on the list. It simply amplifies it. So,
okay.
Yep, that's it.
Then no bonuses.
No bonuses. It is worth noting, however, that there are optics that give bonuses. The crosshair sight gives a bonus. The laser targeting gives a bonus. So, listener, if you're looking to totally cheese out your weapons, that's how to do it.
Let's talk House rule real fast.
Yeah.
Does the E-clip for the rifle fit his claws?
That is a good question. And I don't have the reference on hand. Or wait, hold on. I just might. Give me a second. So I can actually more effectively answer that question.
Well, in that case, I'm going to write down E-clips, knapsack, backpack, utility belt, air filter, gas mask, and canteen. He doesn't start with food. No kibble.
Okay, here we go. That's a really good question. And I remember when we were starting our Rifts games, we were talking about what powers vibro weapons. And after a while of searching, I found the entries on an old FAQ that is unfortunately now 404'd. But rundown is vibro blades use an E-clip that is shorter than gun E-clips and unable to fit energy firearms. Vibro weapons can be left on for 1 hour before draining the short E-clip. You do not need to have a vibro weapon on unless you are using it. Altogether, standard vibro blades usually need a replacement E-clip every month or so, as they are only on when in use. How they work is on page 259 of the Rift's Ultimate Edition and page 51 of Chaos Earth. Talks about an invisible high-frequency shield, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that's just for vibro weapons.
The vibro blade penetrates the shield.
To answer your question, they do not fit each other.
Okay. Would you like him to have a refill?
I'm thinking that the Rift's Ultimate Edition probably wasn't written thinking that they would need E-clips for vibro weapons. So if we're going with the E-clip for vibro weapons rule, we'll say that they have the same amount for their vibro weapon.
Okay.
So, yeah, it says 4 additional E-clips for the weapon, and so you'll have 4 additional E-clips for your vibro weapon.
Okay.
Oh, and you had asked before we started this session if you were going to need any dice. You are.
Yep.
Roll 1d6
Okay.
to determine how many animal snares you start with.
5.
Nice. Yeah, there are some other items of interest here. Laser distancers, mirrors, cigarette lighter, some rope, basic adventuring stuff, really. But I like that they start with infrared distancing binoculars and a portable language translator.
Yeah. I didn't write any of that down.
Yeah.
I actually skipped ahead. Order. I'll just distancer. I'm not going to read them all off. I'll write them after. What else would you like to go over?
Yeah, it's about it. Doesn't get any identification. Doesn't get any cybernetics. Only has a little bit of money to start. All their needs are given to them by the coalition. They are not really considered citizens as much as property of the coalition.
Yeah.
Think, what does it say? Player characters start with 2 months pay. So it'll give them 600 credits of on-hand currency. That's personal. The rest of this is stuff I'm going to do behind the scenes when I convert this guy to full NPC format.
Okay. Well, folks, that's a character. That's a wrap.
Yep.
That's what you need. It's what you got. So this is DB421.
Oh, add your physical endurance to your hit points and add your mental endurance to your ISP. And there we go.
What are my hit points? What do I have a start that I added to? Or
you rolled, I believe, a 6. So it's whatever your PE plus 6 for hit points.
So that brings him to an 18. And my ME's going where? To my PPE or ISP?
ISP.
Jesus. That's 40 now, by the way.
Okay.
At level 1. All right. So we have a badass puppy.
Yeah. He's pretty awesome.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. If you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to us on the Discord or leave a comment. We check our comments pretty fast, pretty rapidly. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I really hope, because this is one of the stumbling blocks, is how to put all the character creation stuff, which is split over all over the book, how to put that on a sheet of paper in a way where you can play it. Mm-hmm. And I really hope this little series we did helped. I'd like to come back and run just a basic explain as we go combat and maybe a skill check or two as well, just so people can understand how that's done. And once you have that, well, the rest is just story, baby. You can run riffs.
That's it. That's all there is to it, really. And I figured this out when I was young on my own because I had a lot of free time and I just poured through Rift's books and I made character after character after character. I can build a Rift's character in an hour or less. I know a lot of people can't, so hopefully this will help you speed that time up for you at your home games.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.
You've been listening to The Glitterbois, a Palladium Books fan podcast. Glitterbois, Rifts, the Megaverse, and all other such topics are the property of Kevin Siembieda and Palladium Books. Please buy all their stuff and help keep them in print and making more games. You can order directly at palladiumbooks.com, and their entire catalog is available digitally at Drive-Thru RPG as well. Our opening music is 8-Bit Bass and Lead by Furby Guy from freesound.org. This closing music is Caravana by Philip Gross, available at freemusicarchive.org. All sound effects used are self-made or acquired via Creative Commons 0 license. If you like what you have heard, find us on Twitter and Facebook as The Glitterbois. That's BOIS. And check us out online at breakfastpuppies.com/glitterbois. And also join us on the Breakfast Puppies Network Discord at breakfastpuppies.com/discord. And if you want to help us out, please spread the word and help us build a community. Thanks again for listening. We'll catch you next time.